Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're looking at one of the absolute most powerful dynamic sectors in the world right now, and that is India's micro, small, and medium enterprises. We know them as MSMEs. We're going to unpack the 2026 playbook to see exactly how this formalized ecosystem operates, and honestly, more importantly, how you can harness it to fuel your very own growth story. So, here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with India's economic growth engine, then move into redefining the MSME landscape, simplifying the registration process, unlocking critical business benefits, and finally empowering entrepreneurs through initiatives. Let's get into it. Section 1. India's economic growth engine. To really understand this space, you have to look at the sheer, undeniable scale of the MSME sector as of January 2026. It's just staggering. I mean, check out these numbers. MSMEs now account for an incredible 31.1% of India's total GDP. They produce 35.4% of the country's manufacturing output, and they drive nearly half of all exports. But honestly, the most vital metric here is that last one. MSMEs generate 38.9 crore jobs. That makes this sector the second largest employer in the entire country, sitting right behind agriculture. When you formalize your business, this is the massive powerhouse engine you are plugging directly into. And this engine is formalizing at a completely incredible rate. By June 2026, registrations under the UIM registration portal and the UIM Assist platform officially crossed the 8.7 crore mark. That's over 8.7 crore businesses. Formalization is just reaching totally new heights right now, which means millions of micro and small businesses are stepping out of the shadows. They're getting direct access to institutional finance, government schemes, and massive market opportunities. Moving right along to Section 2, redefining the MSME landscape. So how do you fit in? Well, your classification is dictated by two very specific metrics: your investment in plant, machinery, or equipment, and your annual turnover, crucially excluding exports. For a microenterprise, you can invest up to 2.5 crore rupees with a turnover up to 10 crore. Small enterprises, they scale up to 25 crore in investment and 100 crore in turnover. And medium enterprises can go up to 125 crore in investment and a massive 500 crore in turnover. But here's the absolute best part of this whole system. If your business takes off and you outgrow a threshold during the year, the system wonderfully delays moving you to the next category until the next financial year. It's a brilliant feature because it protects your current benefits while you transition. Now, if you somehow miss the old days of drowning in disconnected government paperwork, I've got bad news for you. The old Udyogadhar is completely obsolete. Today's UJM registration is 100% paperless, entirely self-declared. It comes with lifetime validity, and it pulls your data directly from government databases like your income tax and GST filings. Seriously, if you're still holding on to an old Udyogadhar memorandum, it is officially time to migrate. Which brings us to Section 3, simplifying the registration process. You might be wondering how painful this is going to be. The path is actually surprisingly simple. It builds into this crisp, 6-step flow. You start by just visiting the official udimregistration.gov.in portal. You validate your Aadhaar with a really quick OTP, punch in your PAN details, and add your bank account and the NIC code that matches your primary business activity. And because the whole system is so well integrated now, it auto-pulls your investment and turnover data right from your tax filings. Finally, you just hit submit and download your certificate. You can literally complete this entire workflow in under 30 minutes without uploading a single physical piece of paper. It's that easy. But while the process is remarkably effortless, it is absolutely vital to avoid a few common application pitfalls. The most frequent errors we see include things like declaring the wrong NIC code, applying under an individual's name when the business is actually a registered entity, missing your GSTN linkage, or just completely skipping your Udyogadhar migration. But the most costly mistake? Actually, scratch that. It's more like a completely avoidable disaster: accidentally including your export revenue in your turnover figures. Remember what we said earlier? Exports are stripped out of the calculation. Including them could needlessly push your business into a higher, way less subsidized category. So keep an eye on that. All right, Section 4, unlocking critical business benefits. Okay, this right here, this is the absolute hero benefit of the entire program. Section 15 of the MSME Act acts as a super powerful legal shield against the chronic, everyday issue of delayed payments. This law literally forces corporate buyers to pay you, the MSME supplier, within 45 days of accepting your goods or services. And if they miss that window, they are hit with massive, compounded interest penalties set at 3 times the RBI bank rate. That is incredibly expensive debt for them. Plus, they actually lose their income tax deductions on that payment for the current financial year. It is hands down the most direct lever you have to fix your cash flow. And it doesn't stop there. Beyond payment protection, this single free registration unlocks an absolute treasure trove of perks. You get priority sector lending for lower interest rates. Government entities and central PSUs are legally required to reserve 25% of their procurement specifically for micro and small enterprises. Need capital to grow? The CGTMSE guarantee ceiling has been massively enhanced to provide up to 10 crore rupees in collateral-free credit. Add in a 50% discount that drops your trademark fee to a flat 4,500 rupees, plus presumptive taxation up to a 3-crore turnover. I mean, it is just a phenomenal package for any business owner. Let's look at Section 5, Empowering Entrepreneurs Through Initiatives. To truly humanize all these billions of rupees in budgets we're talking about, just look at the story of Smate Vili, a traditional basket maker from Nagaland. Through the PM Vishwakarma scheme, which, by the way, hit its 4-year target of 30 lakh registrations in just 2 years, she received basic skill training and a simple, collateral-free loan of just 1 lakh rupees. That focused, intentional support allowed her to purchase raw materials, expand her enterprise, and it boosted her monthly income by 40% to nearly 15,000 rupees. It just proves the immediate, life-changing efficacy of these targeted programs for traditional artisans. On the entirely other end of the spectrum, take a look at RigTech Infra in Ranchi. By utilizing the National SCST Hub, or NSSH, they secured a 25 lakh rupee subsidy to upgrade their manufacturing capabilities. That one strategic upgrade empowered them to win a major 15.75 lakh rupee tender from Rail Vikas Nigam Limited. Today, this company records an annual turnover of 4 to 5 crore rupees and successfully supports 16 jobs. This perfectly illustrates how targeted capacity building opens the door to massive public procurement opportunities. And to help you level up globally, the MSME Champion Schemes groups growth into 3 very distinct pillars. First up, you have competitive, or lean manufacturing, which is already helping over 65,000 registered MSMEs reduce waste and boost their efficiency. Second, you've got innovative, with hundreds of host institutes actively incubating fresh startup ideas and protecting intellectual property. And third, sustainable, or ZEED, that stands for Zero Defect, Zero Effect, which is a certification framework guiding hundreds of thousands of enterprises toward high-quality manufacturing with minimal environmental impact. It's a real game changer for long-term growth. So, I want to leave you with this final thought today to really spark your curiosity. We've seen that MSMEs are the absolute backbone of the economy. We've seen that the Udyam portal is completely free, 100% paperless, and takes less than 30 minutes to complete. From a hardcore legal shield ensuring you get paid in 45 days, all the way to collateral-free loans up to 10 crore rupees, the tools are freely available right now, and the benefits are undeniably massive. So the only question left for you is how quickly will you formalize your business to unlock your own growth story? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Get out there, get registered, and start building.